Hello guys, welcome back to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. I have been getting so many questions on why I haven't changed my intro yet. I'm definitely wanting to get it done, but with all my Christmas decor up, I couldn't have it filmed. And now that I have everything down, I'm trying to get all those spaces decorated. So hopefully it'll be out very, very soon. But that's all what today's video is about. I'm trying to finish up decorating all the spaces that need to be worked on. We actually just got back from shopping, so I'm gonna do a little shopping haul, and then we're gonna get to decorating all these different areas. Plus we have a little home project we need to work on. So if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe, but let's go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Okay, so here is a look from our shopping haul today. I do have a few other things ordered, so this may be like multiple days by the time you guys see this if I'm in different outfits. But Savannah's space we're working on, so you'll see later I ordered a desk for her and we have a project going on with her closet. But I found this in white on Amazon and it was like 80 bucks. I walked into Ross and they had it in gray for 30, so we grabbed that. I had been wanting a sign for above our guest bed in here and I thought this was perfect. It says, in our home, let the love abide and bless those who step inside. And I thought that was perfect for a guest room. It was originally like $70 and it was half off, so I got it for like 35 bucks. It's nice and big, so I'm gonna hang that up. And for the guest bedroom, there was like a nook I needed something. I don't know how many of these I have bought and returned, but this one's gonna be staying. I do have to fluff it, but I found this at Ross for $65. This is what I was gonna put it in, but I actually have a better one that Savannah's using in her bedroom. So I'm just gonna flip-flop them so she still has a basket, but the other one's a little bit taller and narrow, but this was $22 from Target. I'm gonna be working on my coffee table. I have such a hard time for like decorating tops of coffee tables and dining room tables. I don't know, I'm just not good at it. So I grabbed these from Home Goods. They were on sale. You can see that one's for 12. I just like these home decor books. They're pretty to look at. This one was on sale for 11. And then I picked this guy up. Now I don't know if I'm gonna use all this, $14.99, but I wanted to grab it to have. And then I wanted some fresh pillows over there. I really like having pillows that are like have feathers in them so I can karate chop. And then I'll be rearranging those pillows. And then, like I said, we have a project we're doing with Chase. So let's go ahead and get to decorating. So here's the basket that I wanted to use for the tree. It's just a little bit more narrow and taller, so it keeps the tree from being wobbly. If you've ever had one of these trees and you try to like stick them down into any kind of basket, sometimes they get wobbly, or at least on carpet. I bet it's not like that if I were to put it on like my wood tile. But I want to just kind of show you how this room's looking. You can see it's like getting decorated, but it needs all the accessories. So it needs stuff on the wall, it needs some greenery to add warmth. So it's definitely coming along, but I love it once I put the tree in, which you're gonna see here just in a second. Also keep in mind, if you're out searching for these like faux trees, and stores are not going to look as pretty, especially if you're shopping like Ross and not some high-end store. They're still like squished really tight from like shipping and moving it to the store. All you have to do once you get home is manipulate those branches, just pull the leaves, the twigs, the branches, and you can make it look so much nicer and so much more real for your space. Okay, I wanted to share a little tip with you when you're hanging things because it can be so hard. It's so hard when they use these hooks on both sides and you have to measure that out exactly to hang it. I just don't like those. Chase doesn't like them. Anytime it's like a canvas board like this, you can just rip the top down and then hang. We still do 2 nails and then it hangs on there. So Chase already put the nails in for me and it is just so much easier. That way, if it's not perfectly centered, I can just literally slide it either way. I'm not stuck with these holes. So I just thought I would share that tip with you guys.
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls.
So if you like any of this bedding or pillows or lamps or any of that, I actually have a guest bedroom makeover video if you want to check out, but the majority of it is like all Amazon. Now the nightstands were like $20 each. I found those on a Facebook marketplace a year or 2 ago, probably almost 2 years, but everything else is either Ross or Amazon, so I'll have those links attached. But just adding the sign and then the throw blanket, which I think was already there, and then the tree just made a huge difference. I did leave the tag on it. I like to do that for a couple days just to make sure I really like it, because you guys know I like to change my mind and then I can return it and not waste the money. So after a few days I went ahead and took that off.
I just know things will never be the same, like strangers again. Like strangers again. I thought we'd never fall, could have tried much harder. All we have are scars. You said we'd get so high.
Before I put these new pillows that I just showed you on my sofa, I'm going to go ahead and fluff it up real fast. I probably do this once or twice a day. I just like it to look nice and pretty. So if you're wanting your sofa to look high-end, you don't have to have a high-end sofa. Just get what you can afford, but get some nicer pillows because those are easier to save for. So anytime you buy a larger size pillow than the actual like standard size, it's going to look nicer and more custom. And also if you get down feathered pillows where you can kind of like chop them, it just looks higher end. Now if you can't get all large pillows, you can get smaller ones but kind of layer them and then add a nice throw. You can also buy inserts. So say you didn't like the white covers that came with it, those just zip off. So I got 2 pillows for $18. That's very doable. You can save for it and then just change out the pillowcase. You could probably even make those. I'm sure there's tons of videos on it. So I just wanted to share that tip with you guys.
I better get started. It's time to get my head up again. You said that you had to. I'll try to forget you. Just didn't think we'd end up this way, like strangers again. Strangers again.
I love cleaning, I love decorating, I even love organizing, but when it comes to decorating coffee tables or like a dining room table, I'm just horrible at it. I just can't do it. You're gonna see here how I made this work, but it definitely didn't last. I've already taken back the flower and the 2 books. So I'm gonna be putting out my furnished home tour really soon, and I'm gonna be putting it out with my new intro. So definitely be on the lookout for that in the next couple weeks, hopefully sooner rather than later. And you're gonna see a few of these spaces change because like I mentioned, I've already redone this coffee table because I didn't like how it turned out.
So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going.
Okay guys, so I seriously have the sweetest subscribers. I had somebody message me that they wanted to send me like labels to put on my chalkboard labels here in my laundry room as a housewarming gift, which I thought was so sweet and so kind. She took the measurements and what words I wanted and mailed them to me, and it looks so much better than my ugly handwriting. So thank you so much to who sent that. Now I'm gonna work on doing the pillows in here, and just so you know, if you don't love it, I didn't either. I've actually redone the space as well. So you'll see an updated look at that during that furnished home tour coming up. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to the next project. So Savannah's into her American Girl dolls. I know most of you guys know that. Right now she's got them all crammed in here because we didn't have a spot for them. But Chase is actually going to build in shelves right here so she can put 3 rows of her dolls and they should all fit perfectly. And we're gonna make it look like it's custom. So we went and got these boards. I'll show you everything outside. And we just got these boards to cut down. So we're gonna cut them, paint them, and then we're gonna put them in, and I'll show you how all of this turns out. And then I'm gonna actually use this piece to decorate here in a second. But just so you can see, like, they're all crammed in there, and she just wants to enjoy them more and see them, and we don't want to get them messed up. And she's just not using this side of her closet. So this is good if you guys need to customize your closet. As she grows, she can even put shoes over here or more storage cubes. So this is a good little tip. It's super easy and inexpensive. So let's head out to the garage and I'll show you how we're gonna do it. Okay, so for this project, we're not going to need much wood, just since we're just putting shelving in. Chase did go ahead and mark these boards. You can see the pencil lines right there. What I loved about these long boards, we found them back in like the shelving section, and it's already rounded off. So if a kid stands up in her closet, it's rounded. It's not going to be like sharp. And then Chase has this really cool table. I've shared it with you guys before, and we always sell a ton because it's nice if you don't have like a big workbench or space for one. And it just pops up like that so easy. It's in my Amazon store, so I'll leave the link down below in my description box, but it also has like all the little gadgets and stuff you need. It's a great guy's gift. So I know Christmas is done, but if you guys have like anniversaries or birthdays or just need it for next year for Christmas, it's a really cool gift. So I'm always so inspired when Mama from scratch like cuts her own pieces and just does all her own projects. Next time we have a simple project like this, I definitely need to try to do it on my own. I just love that Chase can do it and he's home, so it makes it easy. But let me know down below in the comment section if you guys ever want to see me do this for a project. So we definitely like tag team when we're doing stuff like this. Chase is outside. He's gonna finish like cutting all the wood so it's down to the right sizes. I'm gonna start prepping this room. The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and take all the dolls out and put them in her closet, because now she's not gonna need this piece to store them in. So I'm actually gonna take it back, and we did order her a desk, which got delivered to the wrong state. So we went to At Home and found an even better one. So once again, in that home tour video, I'll be sharing her whole desk setup, and it's really cute and perfect for the space and so much more functional than just this ottoman over here. Plus I kind of wanted this ottoman back, so I'm about to show you where I decided to put it. I'm gonna go ahead and just display this chair in her room until we get the desk, but these chairs can be really pricey on Amazon, and just, I feel like anytime you're ordering a chair, shipping's just a lot higher, so they charge more. Ross has a really good deal at home, but Ross is always the cheapest. Like, I found this chair for about 30 bucks from there, and like online it was close to 80. So definitely, if you have the time and a way to haul it, this even fit in my car. So you can have a small car and a chair will still fit. You can just get a much better deal. So here's the after of these two spaces. I'm loving how this entryway turned out. You guys know I didn't have an entryway in my last house, so it's been so fun to decorate, and I just love these two spaces. Now that we've taken all of our Christmas decor down, I did not know what to put up on our fireplace. I've been struggling. I've had photos up there, but I didn't love them. And then I was gonna look for a sign. I actually tried my gather sign from the last house, but it didn't look right. And then all of a sudden, when I was filming this video, I thought, hey, this saying would work really well in our living room as well. So I went and picked it up. I love to shop my house. It's such a great way to save money, but when you don't have enough pieces for the entire house, it definitely just, you get one area set up and then you mess up another one, and that's definitely what's going on around here. I just need a few more pieces to make it work. So you can see, I'm gonna finish out my fireplace here, which I do change it later. Once again, you'll see that later, but I messed up my coffee table, my entry table that I just finished, and the guest bedroom. So all the pieces I worked on with you guys, I messed up just to make sure my fireplace was perfect.
Haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard, 'cause you're in my space and now I'm so. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that.
Okay, so here is my guest bedroom. We're gonna work on this space here in a little bit, so don't click off yet. And then here's my entry, and I'm gonna finish this one up as well. But we're about to jump back over to Chase to get caught up on the project, but I promise you, after we're done with that, we'll come back to these two spaces. This is what it's like decorating my house. It's just like back and forth everywhere. So he did sand down the edges just to make sure they were smooth. And then we used our same wall paint because we want these to look very custom, just like as if the builder did it. We're just mimicking the other shelves he had done in the closet. We decided to paint them out here. We had to do a few touch-ups inside, but we wanted the main part of these to be done outside just so it wasn't really smelly in her room and we didn't drop a lot of paint onto her carpet.
Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head, 'cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep.
Now we're inside Savannah's closet and we're gonna add some of this wood glue to help make it stick, but he's also gonna nail gun it in. I will say, if you do this, don't put this much on. So you're gonna see here in a second, we stick it to the wall and there was just too much, so it started running down. I had to turn the camera off so I could run and grab a rag. So definitely just do less than that next time. And it held really well. All we did was nail gun it in, and you're gonna start to see how these $40 shelves literally cost us $40 in wood. We had the paint and the paint brushes and all that. So this was a really cheap product and it looks like it came with the house. When you're doing a project like this, definitely go the extra mile and like putty all the holes and sand them and paint them, do the caulking. This is definitely gonna make it look custom. Otherwise you would have like cracks and just kind of spaces in between all the wood. I know it takes just a little bit longer, but it is super easy to do and it's gonna make it look so much nicer if you'll just take a few moments to get it done.
You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love.
Just as a reminder, this was the before what it looked like. So it was mainly just for like long hanging clothes, but she's a little girl. She doesn't have long hanging clothes. She wanted to see her dolls. So here's what it looks like now. So that very top shelf, the builder did, and we did the two bottom ones. You can't even tell a difference. It was cheap, it was easy. So if you need shoe storage or handbag storage, or even these just in any other closets or a pantry, it was so easy to do. But but now my little assistant's gonna help me, and she's gonna put all her dolls away so you can see like the final product, and then we'll get back to the rest of the house finishing it up.
Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you, something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk.
I went ahead and did some close-up of Savannah's dolls because I know she loves seeing them when other girls have them, and I know some of you guys have some little girls that always mention you guys love when they're in the video. So here's her collection. I will say most of them are used that we found great deals on, plus on one side she is the only granddaughter, so she might just be spoiled just a little bit. I ran to Hobby Lobby and picked up a few pieces. One of them was this Be Our Guest sign. It was $60, but it was half off again. So I bought this to hang above our bed in the guest bedroom. So this was a super easy fix. I mentioned that tip before where I kind of ripped the top of it to hang it. So I'm gonna show you right here. Yes, that is my very technical way of doing it. I take my nail and I just run across it, and it makes it so much easier to hang. Right now, if I would have switched these signs out and I hung it the other way, we'd be having to like putty and fill those holes and make new ones, but I'm just able to use those same nails just by using this system.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Now we're gonna go ahead and work on this entryway table. I just needed one thing because the rest of it was decorated. So I grabbed this jar from Hobby Lobby and these little like twig leaves. It was super affordable. Everything was half off. I love it when I find their deals there. They always have a 40% off coupon like on their website too, so keep that in mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to size and then arrange it. I'm going to mess with it just like I did the tree. Like when you first get it, it's squashed. Take the time to like pull out all the little stems and all the little leaves, and it'll just look more realistic and so much prettier. And here is how this area turned out. I'm loving this so much. I actually haven't touched this space. That's how much I love it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody that will enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.